Hello and welcome to another hyperbolic introduction to a minimally watched series you know and love as the Weekly Deathmatch, episode 101. Given that it's episode 101, I figured we'd go back to the basics, to class 101 if you will. I don't know how American education works. And play Emerald Tournament 99 again, just because A, felt like playing it, and B, it's already 4:30. And I've normally got a video out like long before now, but I woke up late and then I had things to do and then Animal Crossing to do, so yeah, I'm not going to go on a massive ramble about Animal Crossing again. I'm going to save my thoughts about the later parts of the game for the weekly deathmatch. This is the weekly deathmatch, you cretin. For a thoughts on, which I haven't done one of in a while, by the way, because I haven't really finished anything lately. By the way, I did initially plan to do a thoughts on Halo 1, but I think I'm just going to save that for a thoughts on Halo Master Chief Collection when it's complete, so I can kind of run through all of the games. But either way, we're here now, we're doing this, and we're going to talk about the fact that I've been in self-isolation for a week and I've got another week of it to go because a member of a household had symptoms. Luckily turned out to be a false flag, but I have to stay home all the same just in case. That's what my work told me anyway. So I have been going a little bit nutty, but also, I mean, it's kind of what I do anyway, so I'm just kind of playing video games, watching things on Disney Plus. You know, I could be taking the time to be doing something productive with my life, but Animal Crossing came out, so I think all of the parts of my life which I would be spending doing productive things are instead spent playing Animal Crossing, which is fine. That's just fine to me. Nevertheless, I have made the occasional video, and I do have another miscellaneous shenanigans coming out soon, which is going to have a lot of Uno. Me and my friends have been playing a lot of Uno late into the night, as a way of stifling the dread. Turns out Uno provides its own dread. The main thing I want to talk about today, though, is the fact that a very credible rumour is circling, but I will state that it is a rumour and should be taken with a pinch of salt. But as far as they go, it seems pretty credible. It was backed up by multiple sources from across different news sites, so that's cool. Basically, the Mario Chief Collection. It seems like the Switch is, for the 35th anniversary of Mario, it sounds like the Switch is going to be getting Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy, and then separately, because apparently those are going to be a bundle, and then separately it's also going to be getting Super Mario 3D World Deluxe, which is something I've been wanting for ages anyway, and also a new Paper Mario game, which I'm not crazy about. I played the one on the Wii where you could kind of swap between 3D and regular D. Regular D. Sorry, 2D. I meant 2D. You could swap between 3D and 2D, which was a really cool concept, but seemed to kind of trample the RPG part of the game that the series was already known for. I forget which one that was called, though. But either way, that's the only one I played, and I did enjoy that one. But, yeah, I don't know if I'll worry too much about Paper Mario. I might get it another time. But if they do a bundle with Super Mario 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy, and then they do another game for Super Mario World, I might just buy one of those double game coupon things, because I really, really, really want that. I never got to play Sunshine. I've played 64 on DS and I really like it. I played a little bit of Galaxy on the Wii, but I didn't really appreciate it as much as I should have. And as for 3D World, I played a bit of 3D Land on 3DS. I got it for free. Again, it's another one of those I didn't really appreciate, but right now I could go for that, you know. I don't know what I shot there. I could go for that. I've been trying to get back into Super Mario Odyssey again, because I beat that game, but I never 100%ed it. I beat it, and then I did the epilogue stuff, if I remember right. There was some epilogue stuff. And then it was like, hey, by the way, we've doubled the amount of moons in these areas, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll come back to that one day. And that was 3 years ago, so now I've gone back to it, but I'm still trying to get the hang of the controls again. It's surprisingly kind of difficult to do that, but yeah, I want to see if I can 100% Odyssey, and then also I need to beat New Super Mario Wii U Deluxe, or whatever the fuck they called it when they ported it to the Switch. I got about halfway through that game, and then Mario Maker came out. So yeah, Mario time. It's Mario time! It's weird because I wouldn't really consider myself a Mario super fan, and yet the second I read this rumour, I got so fucking excited. I just, yes, that's all I've got to say. Just give it to me, Nintendo, please. I will feed you money from my ever-depleting wallet. Also, the prologue quest for the Elder Scrolls Online Greymoor came out, and I played through that, and that was really good. It's probably my favourite prologue quest I've done so far. Normally the prologue quests, if you're not aware, they're about maybe like an hour-long quest chain, which just kind of set up the story, but it's kind of weird because it sets up the story without telling too much vital story, because they want people to just jump straight into the new content when it comes out. So it always feels a little bit weird, but not this time. This time, I don't know how, but they did it in a way which just kind of felt like it was the start, you know? It kind of gave a preview of the general aesthetic of Blackreach. It was really good. I recommend. Oh, also, apparently there's a free week. I don't know if it's starting now or if it's coming up or whatever, but there's going to be a free week for Elder Scrolls Online. If you've always been curious about it, I recommend you check it out. I recommend you give it a decent amount of time to kind of like really get to grips with it, because it definitely took me a few tries, but I'm super into it, as you can probably tell. And I hadn't really been feeling all that hyped for a Greymoor coming up. Like, I was excited, but I wasn't like frothing at the mouth for it. Probably because Animal Crossing stood before it, and I couldn't really see past that. But now that I've played that prologue quest, I'm pretty excited. As for my other constant games, I've also been playing some World of Warcraft and some Destiny 2. I'll probably play some more World of Warcraft today, actually. I'm super far behind on my podcasts, because I normally listen to them when I'm walking to work, and I have not been doing that lately, have I? So I do like to just chill out with podcasts and stuff. But to be fair, my friends have been available to chat with a lot as well, so that's why I've been falling behind on those, and that's a pretty damn good reason, I would say. I would much prefer to be talking to my friends than listening to a podcast. Overwatch League, I've been watching that. I hadn't really watched any of 2020 Overwatch League, but now that they're doing it remotely, I was kind of curious as to what that was like. And they're definitely having some difficulties, but it's really fun. I watched the fucking Gladiators versus Shock game, and that was a really, really fun night. I watched some of the other games adjacent to that as well. I watched the Gladiators versus Soul game. I have a really good memory. And I watched the highlights for Valiant versus Shock and all that kind of stuff. I've been having a good time with it, even for all of the technical difficulties. And they did the hero band draw using, I think her name is Zoe. I'm not entirely sure how to pronounce her name. But they used her cat to pick the hero bands. And if that isn't the goddamn best thing to come out of Overwatch League ever, I don't know what is. So you should probably go watch that video if you have the time. Let's just say that Nori is life. I'm kind of coming to terms with the fact that these days I think I just prefer watching Overwatch League to playing Overwatch these days. Like, don't get me wrong, Overwatch is still fun, but something about watching players who know what they're doing and work together as a team and playing that game kind of as it's intended is really fun. Like, I played some quick play freeze the other day, and just the healers weren't healing, they were just playing as DPS. The tanks, when we had them, they were just playing as DPS. Everyone was just playing as DPS because the DPS queues are so long. And I mean, in fairness, we were playing quick play and not comp, so that might have been part of the issue, but it just led to defeat, and it was kind of frustrating. So I think Overwatch League is probably going to be my prime method of consuming Overwatch for the time being, and maybe going forwards until Overwatch 2, along with the occasional quick play whenever I feel like it. So basically what I said there is I'm not going to play Overwatch unless I feel like playing Overwatch, which is the most non-statement of the century. And that was really bad grammar too. I'm just knocking it out of a park today, but don't worry, you don't have to listen to me for much longer, because the video is coming to an end in just, well, 20 seconds. Vamp, Christian Vamp. Thank you for watching this episode of a Weekly Deathmatch. I actually really enjoyed playing this match of Unreal Tournament, so there might be more Unreal Tournament in the next few videos. Who knows? The only person who knows is me, and I'm the only one in this discussion right now, so I guess I do know, and I could tell you, but I'm not going to, because I'm just that kind of bitch. Yeah.